connected to channel fix it.
Welcome to my stream, where knowledge reigns supreme. Calm and collected.
FixerBot says.
Welcome. Stream starts in 5 minutes.
Expectations, gonna teach you something new. Learning, hacking, exploring. There's so much we can do. Feel the excitement as we dive into uncharted lands. New discoveries await in this digital wonderland. Together we'll unroll secrets, unlock the code. No limits, no boundaries, no knowledge will explode. Welcome to my stream, where the fire of knowledge burns bright. Chat with me, let's embark on this journey of delight. From the basics to superpowers, we'll learn and grow in this stream of knowledge. Together we'll grow.
T-minus 4 minutes.
Welcome to my stream, where knowledge reigns supreme. Calm and collected. I'm about to go live, you know what I mean. Got high expectations, gonna teach you something new. Learning, hacking, exploring. There's so much we can do. Feel the excitement as we dive into uncharted lands. New discoveries await in this digital wonderland. Together we'll unroll secrets, unlock the code. No limits, no boundaries, no knowledge will explode. Welcome to my stream, where the fire of knowledge burns bright. Chat with me, let's embark on this journey of delight. From the basics to superpowers, we'll learn and grow in this stream of knowledge. Together we'll grow. Welcome to my stream, where knowledge reigns supreme. Calm and collected. I'm about to go live, you know what I mean. Got high
Stream about to start. 1 minute left.
teach you something new. Learning, hacking, exploring. There's so much we can do. Feel the excitement.
Here Sterling says, "Hey, you're muted."
I so hoped we had fixed the mic problems, but once again, this one is actually not done. So let's go to the device manager. Oh, that's so annoying. I just want to be able to assume that the mic works, right? Let's check the device manager out. So Windows does funny things, right? Windows knows best, always it thinks. Um, yeah, so I have a short meeting, I think it's short, at 17, with the Hack the Box meetup people, Stockholm organizers, so that will be fun. It's the first time I'm joining, but I don't know if anyone else will show up, so it might be like 2 seconds. It's quite an odd time, really, to do a meeting at 17 for people that probably work somewhere, right? And then at 19, I'm gonna pick up a computer, a new laptop. So I found one that was good enough price. So for 4,000 Swedish, which is like $400, it is an i7 10 generation, and it has 32 gigs of RAM, and it looks kind of okay. It's a Lenovo. Yeah. So hopefully. So I realized when I was checking out used laptops to get a new old one, that those are the only ones with full keyboard. It seems to me like if it's not a gaming one, and I don't really need gaming, right? I don't need the best in the world graphics card for that. So we don't have anything again on this one. Why? And the only thing that so far that has made any change when I've changed the setting is USB closing the power down for stuff. So power save, and I did close all of those things. I disabled them all. So I went through all the devices actually, uh, so we can skip these. Hmm? Yeah, kind of thought there were more units. So show hidden devices. So I'd like to make the text bigger, but it's Windows. So here we have a device which is not actually showing up right now. Why? It's the speaker, and I have disabled them. Yeah, that's correct. But the microphone, let's just double click it instead. This one is also grayed out. So let's confirm that it's actually connected. This is not what I was going to do. I don't want to do this now. Yeah, so it says speakers here. So even if they're disabled, they are still there. And when we look in here, I can see this mic here. So let's make sure that the settings for audio are correct. They are, right? So we have the focus right here. And if it didn't exist, so let's do disable, and let's disable, apply, and put this one back and apply. And if it didn't detect it right now, it wouldn't be in the list, right? It's in the list. It would be gone. So if I put this one back in its charger, it will just disappear, and you won't hear me. uh, oh, now I realize why the new why the TTS doesn't read some of the sheep viewers messages, because they have an at in them. Okay, that's good. automatic disabling of the TTS. What on earth? We can just disable this one, by the way, because we're never going to use that. And now if we go into the advanced settings on this, or advanced audio properties, it doesn't know if this one is, what kind of mic this is, right? It's also called mic aux now, and has no settings. Probably because I removed it and added it again, so that's totally okay. But in the device manager, so let's uninstall device, all the Scarlet stuff here. So if I can find what the problem is, that will be easier to fix it every time. It shouldn't happen though. So we have analog 1 and 2, analog 1 and 2, two grayed out, and then we have a new one. So why? Is it like, does it keep getting detected as a new thing? Why would it? Is it because it's been connected to different USB ports? That's a possibility, but I don't think I have been moving it since I reinstalled the computer. Maybe, but I don't think so. Because I didn't just reinstall it. It's a new drive. I like rebuild it a bit. So, so we could like remove all of these, of course. All right, these are still here too. That is not the problem though. That was something else. So I'm going to remove the mic I'm using. So let's put this on the screen so I can see when you can't hear me, right? So let's leave that one last. That's this one. Yeah, I really don't want to remove those, and they work fine. And these are just annoying. That's a screen which has a plug in it where you can put a speaker. It doesn't have speakers in it. And the webcam ones, they're not the problem either, but these are the Focusrite. Also, three of them. So maybe it is the Focusrite that has the problem. So I really would like to select several, but it can't. So sorry for this. Let's just not care about those and just do a little scan and see what will it detect. Yeah, so we have analog Focusrite 1 and 2 again. That's the audio input mic. It has the speakers, nothing else. Those two. Didn't I delete a third one? Then we also have the Focusrite audio here. So I believe these actually had power save selections before. Yeah. So if it doesn't want to play today, I'll have to. I think I'll connect Focusrite because they're easier to get in connection with than Microsoft. Let's check these two. So power management is not allowed to turn off to save power. I click the same one again. Better check the tab too. Why did I close it so well? Trying to be. Clicking the same one again. It's too tiny. Yeah, let's do all of them. I'm quite sure they're all off. And this doesn't have a no power management. So when I clicked through the audio devices before, some of them had the power management option up here. And I disabled that. But now I can't find that thing. So power management is totally disabled. And I thought I found the problem because it worked, right? But it did work and then not work and then work again. So Microsoft must have done some update to break my poor Windows 10 on purpose. No, I don't know. It's very intermittent. I'll have to check my mics every time I start streaming to see if I can use the main one. But this needs to be solved. You have to close all the dialog boxes first. Can't you just do it then? So how old is this device manager? I mean, sorry for derailing, but age device manager. Yes. No, I want to know when it was added to Windows. So let's be more explicit. Uh, when was device manager added to Windows? Windows 95. So it's quite early. And I don't think they changed it, right? It still looks exactly the same. That's why the text is so tiny too, right? Yeah. So let's continue with this box. It's still up. It has 1:59 left to go, and I have a meeting in 45 minutes. I should open my mail. And Thunderbird is better than Outlook, but I keep getting this thing because I tried to add something and it failed, and I generally removing stuff from there. You don't have full control. And notifications, new Windows install. Maybe those are nice, but maybe you don't want them when you're streaming, right? I'm trying to get used to notifications because it could be useful sometimes if you get something important. And if you get stuff that's not important, then you can throw mails out. So I'm gonna grab. Actually, I don't need my mail for this. I just need my calendar. So let's open a new tab. Let's put another screen. Let's open my calendar. I just need a link to open the meeting later, so I'm ready. And I was kind of thinking that I would just like mute my mic and put the pause screen on for a little bit, and we'll see. And I know that last time I did that, stream went horribly boring because everybody left because it was much longer than I thought. So maybe I should just stop streaming and start again. But I don't know if there's even a meeting. That's why. Um, so let me see if I can find the link. I have to edit it to find it, I think. No? So was it only on my phone that I could actually see a link in there? So orange, yeah, there we have the orange meeting. And for today, nothing. And sorry for this. Um, should have done this before I started streaming, but I didn't expect the delay there. So if I go to this meeting, this is so odd because I'm quite sure I saw a link. I'll have to ask in the Discord instead. So I'm closing the calendar again. 2 seconds and I'm done. Uh, I think it's all linked somewhere. But can't find it. No. Also, uh, is this really a good time?
Chokin23 says, "Hi, I've just joined. What is the task at hand?"
So we are going to hopefully finish this one a bit quickly. We'll see. So we did a nmap scan of this box, and let's see, go back. I can check the other thing later. So we have found. Let's go to actual nmap one. Do I have it here? Yeah. So when we run nmap on this machine the other day, then we got first this. It's mostly just SMB open here, right? And then we found also it's Windows XP, and it's called Legacy. But we run a few other scans. We don't seem to have really access to the shares, but nmap also has scans that are SMB specific. So we run those, and then it found vulnerabilities. And it found SMB vuln 0867 and 17010, and this is the eternal blue vulnerability. And we try to actually run this with Metasploit after looking for manual things, but it's all Python 2 and Kali only does Python 3 now, so I'm kind of like, let's let the legacy stuff be done with Metasploit. I'm okay with that. Let's do the new stuff manually. Um, so it failed because it didn't have anything for 32-bit. So we know it's a 32-bit machine, and Metasploit can't handle doing Eternal Blue on a 32-bit one. So also we run a script that was for this vulnerability, but it was not exactly the right one. It was for Windows 2000, and we have XP. So here we see XP, SP2 and 3 is vulnerable, can be vulnerable for this one. So we're going to search for this one in Metasploit actually. And let's do it now. I've sent the message that I need to do. I'm just gonna hop back so I can see that the screen worked. Very good. You hopped over to the next screen. There. So I need to have Discord up too so I can see both at the same time here if I get to reply. Oh, so many things at the same time. This day is intense. I have so many things to do. So anyway, as you can see, we tried Eternal Blue here, and then we looked for 32-bit stuff. Yeah, because the result we got here, exploit aborted due to failure, no target. The module only supports x64, 64-bit targets. And I'm kind of thinking that this bit we will put in our notes actually. How? I don't know what that was. It might have been. Did we actually do this and I forgot? All right. So we did start that. Then we can't do that. So this was 2 days ago. My memory is obviously very, very good. I'm curious though. Let's actually try it once more. So is it 48 hours they start the machines with, as we have this time left? So we did a bit on it. We did another machine first, and then we started this one Tuesday. So notes. I want to paste this. So obviously I should have pasted stuff earlier. MSFC. Okay, let's actually type the whole word. Failing due to 32-bit. And this is here. We have the Windows 64 meter Peter reverse TCP. Let's just see if we can find something here. So let's think aloud, right? We used and that needs a little mark so it doesn't show up odd. So how are you doing, by the way? I'm just making sure that I can still see that chat. Oh my. So I haven't used Metasploit often, and I think it was a year since I did. So my memories were not that very, very clear. But here we did search for this, and we tried to run this, right? So we found only one actual exploit, but maybe we should use a specific one of these. Can you use these? I was thinking, I think I was thinking that it would do it itself. We set the IP addresses, we run it, started, and also it said Windows Interpreter reverse TCP. Yeah, this is probably what we should use. Defaulting to. Um, the options, and then we run it, and it said automatically detecting the target. Warning, nested repeat operator was replaced with star in regular expression. Fingerprint. Windows XP Service Pack 2 plus. So 2 or 3, I guess. Could not determine exact service pack. Auto targeting failed. Use show targets to manually select one. So we need to do show targets if we use this one. Completed but no session created. What did I do then? I hopped. I thought, well, we test Eternal Blue. That's what I thought, and we hopped. We set them globally instead, and I remembered the command after a few tests. I tried G set before set to G, set global, global set before set global. Then we did Eternal Blue test, and that failed because of the 32 bits. Let's actually continue here first. So I had too much clothes. It is 29.2, and my thermometer fell over. Let's see if I can fix that. So electrical tape, trying to keep it in the right angle here. The battery hatch falls off this, so it goes this way and the battery hatch falls off. Maybe we'll just glue this thing, but then we can't replace the batteries. Yeah, so this tape was not useful. Oh, so annoying. I'll have to find something else there. Just throw that tape away. And now it's sticky too. But the hatch, combining the hatch with the stand, that was a stupid idea of these guys, because it just, it's not the hat that the hatch falls off. Well, I guess it does. So it's 13 outside. So if I wasn't allergic, I could open the window. But I am.
Walking Stick Library says, what thing are you fixing?
Yeah, right now, so we're trying to fix something called the Metasploit and try to get into a hack the box box. But that could be something to fix. Fix the thermometer stand, so it actually, I don't have to leave it. So we select use to set this, but let's see here. Where does it say setting the full thingy? So no payload configure. Yeah, payload using x64, right? So I'm thinking it's payload, and this unknown payload. And we did a list of all the payloads here. Show payloads. And we actually want to have one that works with a 32-bit computer. So let's just use Notepad. Oh, that wasn't maybe nice to show. Uh, I'm just getting a new computer used. So here. So Windows Meterpreter HTB is the one that the other one used. So this annoying thing. I didn't want to do that. I just want to see more stuff, okay? Windows, don't misunderstand me. So Windows Meterpreter HTB is the one that we had before. And the current one was Let's put them both there. Windows x64. Yeah, so we don't want to tab in the box, we want to tab to this. So the thing here is this is x64, right? And we need a 32-bit one, which probably is this. But it's not how we set one. I don't remember because I haven't been using it very much. But I do remember that I had it up in my notes. MSF console. So set payload 3 to use that, but we should be able to use also a name. So set payload. I just tried typing payload, right? Not set payload. So the reason I don't use Metasploit is because I want to not cheat. Okay, because I don't think if you just run stuff that does all the things for you, then you won't learn as much. So we can paste this and just delete this as it's very similar. And that worked, okay? So maybe now we can just run this. Let's actually do options here and check that all the settings are. We still have the VPN on from 2 days ago. This has just been running. As it's on my Proxmox server, this VM, I don't even have to have my computer on to have it running. Yeah, so it looks correct. Let's confirm that the IP address is the same. Of course it is, but just to do it, and then we run it. Yeah, so it's not compatible. I kind of thought so. So they all the ones listed here are x64. We should use one that's listed. X64, x64. And then there's these generic. So generic shell, payload generic shell reverse TCP. Let's try that one. Can you still do use 3? No, it didn't. Use 0. Yeah, so that might be the problem though. So I remember from the list up there that we use for these. We should set payload 3, and then use is this one up here. Yeah, so we set something else here, Windows Embedded Standard instead of 0. So we should do use 0 that I did there, but then we should do set payload. Yeah, I really need to practice this, I know, because at least options is my backbone. And search was what my fingers wanted to type, but I didn't trust them when it was actually search after looking that stuff up. So 3, and that's generic shorter HTTP. And now it we're running it. Now they should be compatible. Yeah, so this module only supports, so it can't do anything else at all. Let's go up there again and read all the details. That's the payload list, and then we have here. It doesn't say that it's only for 64-bit. I'm thinking these are just targets, but maybe they change it. Hmm. So there are several called. This is scanner, admin. This is exploit and exploit. So what if we try this one? But this is eternal romance. It's not the same. I kind of think we're supposed to use the other one, but I didn't want to give up on this until I tried switching the payload. So it says the module is not compatible. Just randomly testing something else. So this is still the same vulnerability. It's just different module. So we could try 10. And there we also have the reason why it switched the payload automatically. Scanner. That's just checking for it. Uh, let's try the use 10. Right. No payload. And now defaulting to Windows with a pretty reverse HTTP. So this might work. Let's check the options. We did set global, so they should be still here, the IPs. So this is a different exploit. Maybe this works on 32-bit. And we don't know if it's vulnerable or not, but we can try running it. So my IP and the target IP is there, still there. So let's try running it. Yeah, so it didn't work because that's not the thing. Come on. There. Um, so we're going to search again for the other one. And let's hop back to the notes quickly. Here. Yeah, okay. I got the meeting link. So, we will probably have a meeting in 20 minutes. So let's do a quick test for this. And I'm kind of thinking I will stop streaming and then I'll go back online so people don't have to just sit waiting in an empty stream. But I won't raid or anything because I'll be back. So um, we'll raid when we're done. I might even stream when we go and pick up the computer. Might not be friendly for the other person, but I can just pause stream then. It's also good to test the move a local stream to be a remote stream functionality of my scripts and stuff. Streamer bot and everything. So I'm just gonna copy the nmap availability name here. And I know we already did this, but copy. And then we paste it. And we get one hit. And now we know we have Windows XP Service Pack 2 English, right? Or Service Pack 3, but we can aim. We can try running it, and if it doesn't work, we will try aiming at something more specific. So let's try options. I don't like the amount of output this command gives you too. It's too much. It could be more squished together, but I guess it's just my font size because I'm streaming too. So we have the IP, and we have the IP, and we try running, and this is the same as we did before, so it should fail, I guess. I didn't do use, did I? We're still doing the same old one. Did I do use? No, I just did options. Let's do use 0 first, and then we go run. So, Windows XP Service Pack 2 Plus, language English, this much we know. So we need to do show targets to manually select, show targets. And this we didn't do before, you know. So manually auto targeting failed, but it found what it was, right? English Service Pack 2 Plus. So Windows XP English. So we don't know about the NX. I guess. Oh, wait, what do they mean we're always on NX and NX? NX is the normal, I'm assuming. That's kind of the program sets it. And here we have service pack. So let's do 5 and 7. If they don't work, we do 4 and 6. And then we have lots of different languages. And this is English, and there's no other Windows version. So first 5, and then so I'm assuming set target 5. Let's try that. Yes, it worked. And then we run it again. Error. So set target 7. Will this work? No. Set target 4. Run. Set target 6. Run. It would be quicker to type run than to arrow up twice, wouldn't it be? The server responded with error. Status object name not found. Command word count. So it doesn't seem like I'm actually doing the right thing. Let's check options. I've never tried changing the target before. So target is not a part of this, right? So part of me is thinking that I'm too late. That all the tools that did work with us don't work on my computer. I should have an old Kali to run this on. And it says exploit target here, so it worked. Let's actually see if we can find some write-up on this that is not very old, because I think this is a very old box. Can you see the date for it? Release 2017, right? So it's not always easy to do the old boxes because it's not as easy anymore to find the solutions. So they go harder with age. So let's do hack the box. Yeah, it should have time. Good. Hack the box. Legacy, right? Legacy. Yeah, that's enough. Yeah, right. I clicked one. It says 6 months ago, and I think they actually did the same that we already had tried. But we can look at it anyway. And let's see what the no dates 2023. That's quite recent. We don't have a date on these 2 years. I guess that's recent. 3 years. So it's always fun to see what tools people use. So they do SVSC as I did, NPM, but yeah, I don't do any output. The highlight flow, yes. So I don't think they know this because of their comments. It doesn't just say, oh, these two, then we have SMB, right? But maybe they do, and they just like all the details. So exploit one. So they got the same stuff. They also they did SMB Volstar, and I did script SMB star. So I got a little bit more scripts there only. Let's see. The exploit is available. This is the one we tested as a module, filling out the important information like IP, port you want to listen to, the target IP and port. You're ready to run the module. So let's see. They set the information. R host and L host. And they set anything specific. They did use 0, show options, and also their search has a different response, or they cut away stuff. We have all the targets, the choices that might not have existed here. What was the date, by the way? Yeah, 2023. Yeah, so this is 2 years old. So old Metasploit. Oh, let's see. Let's actually click. I can't see. Okay, okay. We do this instead. So, so they set R host, they set L host. They set L host again, set the wrong IP, and L port. Started reverse TCP handler on. Let's just compare with ours. Started reverse TCP handler on, automatically detecting the target, finger bin. So ours says 2 plus here, right? It's different. Selected targets, Windows XP SP3 English, always on NX. Attempting to trigger the vulnerability. It's a new state. So theirs succeeded and ours failed. Though we did the same thing. So I think a lot of people use this route, only that mine doesn't detect 3. First of all, we can restart the box too, right? We can do that. I should have done my VIP Plus free code first on there. Well, so maybe we need to restart it for it to work, and that I don't have time in 9 minutes to do. Or it's just that we need old Metasploit. So let's set the target. So by chance, I actually ended up with the one they used. with what their version of Metasploit found itself. XP, 3 English, always on, and X. This is what theirs found, and ours didn't find it automatically, right? And then they just got the mid-free drop. So it might be the bugs, it might be to new Metasploit, but this should work then. So it's starting the reverse TCP handlers, it should. It's failing the exploit. But this is server respondable error, status object name not found. Yeah, so let's restart it, I guess. So how many people are on this box? One player, it says. Then I should be able to just restart it. God, if it's one player. Please wait for the waiters to play, for the players to vote. So I'm going to go quick bathroom break while we wait for this one.
Pierce Sturley says. You're muted.
Alright, sorry. I didn't want you to hear the crackles when I removed this from my ear because I was highlighting a video the other day and it sounds horrible when I remove it from my ear. I don't bring the mic into the bathroom, you know. So I was just saying that I don't think we'll see this start in until my meeting starts in 2 minutes. So I will just and thank you for telling me. So I think I will have to. I don't know how long the meeting will be, as I've never joined one of this. Is a Hexabox meetup organizer meeting for Stockholm here where I live. So it'll be fun, but I don't know if it'll be for 5 minutes or 15 or 30. So I'm kind of thinking I'll stop stream, and then I don't have to mess with what you hear and not and stuff too, and do the meeting, and then I'll just start streaming again afterwards. So you'll get a little notification too if you're following. So everybody follow. Yeah. So 1 minute. I guess I should hop into the meeting. So I will stop stream. And everybody, please come back in a bit when I start streaming again. Thank you. And thank you for being here. And it feels sad with we have quite a few people in here, and I'm gonna just say bye. But I'll be back hopefully in a bit. In a short. I don't want to miss the meeting. So I'll stop stream and I'll be back soon. And on YouTube, of course, it'll be a new stream. And on Twitch, it'll be in the same place as always. Thanks. Alright, I failed. I failed to stop. Now I'm gonna stop. My nose is all stuffy. I need the camera for loud.